There's another program we've got running inside of Swinburne at the moment that you're also heavily involved in. So the KordaMentha Crime Lab.
Yeah, terrific.
So what can you tell me about that? That sounds pretty exciting to me.
It is really exciting.
I love detective shows. I love police shows, things like that. So this seems like, something
so it's a brand new initiative. Wonderful. Yeah, it's a terrific initiative. So we're partnered with KordaMentha Implementation Services. So they're real leaders around anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing. And so we've collaborated with the firm, with KordaMentha, to provide our students with essentially immersive work integrated learning. So we have a lab facility on campus where our students can actually work with KordaMentha staff on real world engagements. So engagements around client work around AML, CTF, etc. They also get all AML, CTF training, formal training through the partnership as well. And KordaMentha also teaching to our two forensics units as well. So those students who are involved in either an undergrad financial crime unit or a postgrad forensics accounting unit will get taught by leading professionals in AML space through KordaMentha. They teach 3 or 4 weeks in the unit. And so it's a great initiative for students to get further, certification and experience, as I said, working on real world work too. So they're employed by KordaMentha, and KordaMentha will teach them overseas and provide them opportunities. And AML is such a growing area. I'm not an expert in that space per se, but there's a lot more regulations and compliance coming in, and just the nature with tech, etc. Anti-money laundering, counter-terrorism finance is such a growing industry. So a big part of the drive from the university's perspective and KordaMentha's is to help drive the next wave of AML experts, because there is a shortage in that space. So I think this will play a vital and pivotal role for those students who think a career in AML and forensics is ideal. This will provide an opportunity for them to learn how to actually upskill and embark on a career in AML.
Now, I know you can't give specifics, but so when we talk about AML, what kind of a lot of surveillance act, like financial surveillance activities, onboarding exercises, a lot of like data scrutiny and things like that. So having a real sort of like accounting forensics approach to things. They work a lot with banks, like financial institutions, casinos, online betting agencies and things like that, around those sectors that maybe have more high risk of anti-money laundering, etc. So a lot of like technical surveillance types of activities that go on. So yeah, it's a quite like a really enjoyable sector too. So that stereotypical accounting being very vanilla, well, this is the opposite. So so I think it will resonate with some students. So we've just launched it. We'll have 20 odd students go through it initially in terms of the hands-on experience work. But as I said, they're also teaching into various units. So we're looking to scale up to and have some even formal assessments coming through the lab as well. So watch this space. But so far, wonderful initiative, and big shout out to KordaMentha for making it possible, and also the university. So it's just great to see like the university industry come together and work together and get something off the ground that something of this scale is not easy. Like there's a lot has gone on behind the scenes to make it happen, but everyone went in with a really, really good attitude, both from Swinburne's perspective, KordaMentha. We knew that this was a great opportunity and worked really well together and got it over the line. So it's been a great start, but looking to see it go from strength to strength and further embedded into some additional programs throughout the department and the school. And this is that, and that'd be great.
Yeah, and I guess circling back to when you asked me what my role was and passions, bridging that gap between academia and industry, something that I'm really passionate about, and I know a lot of us in the department are. I know you are too. And there's really great opportunities out there at the moment. I think there's so many opportunities for academia and industry to come together and solve some, significant business problems. So that's strategically, from my point of view, something that I'm really focusing on pursuing even more, because I think we can make a real difference, not only for industry, but also for universities and the student experience.
Yeah, especially like you were saying before, like we're in quite a transition, right? We've got new technologies coming on in finance. We've got, obviously there's AI, so we need to try to figure out what roles universities play in helping, create good graduates that can fit into this new world, and we've got blockchain in finance as well. How is that coming on board? What does that mean for things like anti-money laundering and the like? So yeah, there's plenty of avenues there to be exploring and testing and trying to figure out what will work in this new world that we're moving into.
And I think with students too, as they go through their degree, just try and build frameworks in place, so when these disruptors happen, you've got sort of like mental frameworks or things you can go back and try and overcome that. That's one thing that I learned going through my studies, more so when I was going through postgrad and through my PhD supervisors giving me advice, but just having mental frameworks in place where when challenges do present themselves, you've got some form of a roadmap to try and weave through and try and overcome potential barriers. So that, I think that's something that students will get out of university as well, a tertiary education that you can apply to all facets of your life.
Yeah, because we will all definitely hit barriers and all have failures every now and again, right? And
correct.
Yeah, and knowing that's how to deal with those, learn from those.
Correct. And the landscape's always changing and evolving. And I know it's going at a fast pace at the moment, but you just got to be mindful and open to change, and getting out of that comfort zone, I think, is most important. I know that's something I struggled with early in my career, where you want to try and perfect everything, but it doesn't happen. So you got to roll with the punches, so to speak. But be open to change.